I see those hearts coming in. Hey, welcome in everybody. We are live with another session of Mastering the Basics with Buddy. Thank you for joining today. A couple quick things. I do want to thank Sean and Kathleen allowing us to put this together, meeting together. That way I can share the information that will get you started. That'll make sure if you're new here, you know exactly where to start, where to find those deals. Even if it's personal, flipping, if you're a reseller or you want to become a reseller or you want to make some money, that you are in the right place. New year, this is our first session of the year, exciting times. As always, if you've been here for a while, you know things are always changing, things are always improving. We're not a stagnant group, we're fully staffed and we're here to help everybody out. As well as, I know a lot of you have been finding this video later on, or you've been finding this video before you even joined Deal Soldier. If you have any questions before you even join, you have no way to contact anybody, or just pop a comment on the video. I check all the comments on the videos. I'll reply back as quick as I see it. But thanks for stopping in and spending the day with me. Real quick, I just want to say what I'm going to be going through today. I'm going to mostly be going through a sitemap of the Deal Soldier. We're going to be going over the top tools to help you get started. That way, when you leave here today, you know exactly where to go to find all the hidden clearance items. You'll know how to navigate around. It's very simple. We built this tool to make it very simple for you. Real quick, as soon as you join Deal Soldier, a lot of you have been greeted with the start here. We'll go through a lot of this, but this is really the meat and bones of Deal Soldier, how you get started. So let's go down. We also have Sean puts a lot of videos together for us. They're all informative. They're packed with a ton of information. Definitely check out every single video. It's not going to waste your time. They're a minute or less, so definitely check them all out. Turbo Search. If you don't know about Turbo Search, you're in for a treat. If you do know about Turbo Search and you're not utilizing it, it's time to get started. And if you've never, ever heard of Turbo Search, I'll show you how to set it up today. Below that, we got our penny deals. A lot of people are asking about the Home Depot penny deals. I've seen it on the viral TikToks. Real quick, we put together a quick guide for you. I'm not going to go too heavy into this, but we have videos to show you how the penny deals work. And then we have our training. So you're here today with Mastering the Basics. This is where we go over for new members on all the tools to get you started. That way you have a good idea where to start. But next week, if you're interested, we are having a reselling class that'll walk you through setting up eBay, listing your first item on eBay, listing items on Facebook Marketplace, how to price it. Definitely tune in next week for a great video. As always, I mentioned it earlier, we are fully staffed. We care about our members. We want to make sure that all of you are taken care of. You're never alone. There's no dumb questions. You can always open up a chat support ticket real quick. All you'll do, you see how we have the green arrow pointing to start chat? You're just going to click that green icon. Within a few moments, you'll enter a chat. You'll see my name's right here. I can just hop in here. You're going to be greeted with a live member. No AI, no bots. As soon as you type your question in, one of us will be able to take care of you. I want to say the response time is typically a minute or less, and we're fully staffed around the clock, so we're here for you. At the top, we have our announcements for Deal Soldier. This is going to be those headliners, any tool changes, any major things going on with Deal Soldier, some holiday announcements, some prize giveaways. Definitely check this out if you haven't. You'll typically see like a number 1 next to it or a number 2. You see how we have 49 alerts there if there's any new information from the last time that you entered the group. We've been giving back to our members all year last year. We're continuing that with free lunch giveaways. All you do in Turbo Search is going to be a little icon at the bottom left. It's going to say enter for free lunch. You click the enter button, it'll enter you in for a free lunch, and we draw their winners every single day. If you are chosen, you get to pick from one of these amazing places, and it's typically sent to you fairly shortly after. So say if you're chosen, you can say, I'm looking for 17 PF Changs, and you'll get a gift card for PF Changs. And then we're always giving back to members. We have a lot of giveaways in our group. We're giving away merchandise, Louis Vuitton purses, watches. There's a lot of great things in here. If you ever see a giveaway alert started, enter it. Very simple. A lot of times they'll give you either leave a review, leave a comment, or just hit this green icon right here, and that'll enter you in one of the alerts if there's one active. We have our quick tips videos. New or old members, I definitely recommend checking out the quick tips. This will answer a lot of the questions that you have. As I mentioned, Sean puts together a ton of videos for us, a minute or less, packed with it. How to set up your notifications. This is how you get those amazing deals, 90-95% off, and get alerted on them right away. How to utilize the Walmart app to make sure the price that you're seeing is the price that you're getting. How to do a manual search if you're just looking for a particular item that's not listed in Deal Soldier, or you're low on something, you want to go find that item. Tip and tricks at Home Depot, how to find that elusive penny deals. Definitely check these out if you haven't already. We have our encyclopedia, quick links. This is going to look very familiar what you're looking at my left hand right here, but what we do is we give you a little bit of blurb about each channel. So the announcement channel, important announcements about what's happening in Deal Soldier. And this will comment on every single channel. That way you can kind of get a little bit of blurb about the channel. A lot of them are self-explanatory. This is so simple to use, so easy to use. Within an hour, you'll pretty much know everything about how to move around and navigate Deal Soldier. We have our assign roles. If you haven't already, or if this is the first time you're seeing this channel right here, I recommend that you hop here right now, go to assign roles, and make sure you have run deal notifications turned on. And how you know if they're turned on, you'll see a little blue person, or you see the little person running right here. you're going to find that below, and you're just going to highlight it. So as long as that's highlighted in blue, you'll be set up for those run deal notifications. If you don't want to get run deal notification anymore, or you set up for one of the other channels you no longer want to get, all you have to do is just click that, and that unsubscribes you for the notifications. You won't get those pings as soon as an alert is received. And then we go a quick guide on how to use those notifications or how to set up the notifications in it. Very self-explanatory, super easy. Just go in here. The one thing I want to recommend, this is everybody should do this, is state roles. And I'll show you why this is huge in a moment. But as soon as you enter this assign roles, hop into state roles, find your state, make sure you're selected to receive notifications on your state. We love to ping members if there's a lot of items in your state that haven't been shopped yet or that are at the lowest value, and you should be alerted on that right away. I can tell you I made a lot of money on the state rolls. I made a lot of money on run deals. Those are the two that I at least recommend every single person doing, if not more. We have... I skipped over a channel, I'm sorry. Where am I looking? Alright, our chat room. This is kind of what I like to call family chat. This is where like-minded individuals like myself, yourself, where we can all connect. We can talk about hidden deals that we're finding. We can talk about Walmart employees, Walmart staff, or our shopping experience. This is where you can connect with like-minded individuals. One thing I want to recommend about all the channels is at the top right here, pinned messages. Take a gather at this. This is going to be a lot of information that we found important that we wanted to highlight that we recommend people going back to view. So for an example, how to select your 10 stores in Turbo Search. This is huge. And all you have to do to find this in the chat messages, just click jump. And it'll take you right to the notification. Or here's an easy way to track down the penny deals at Home Depot. You just click jump, and that'll take you where that is in the chat. As soon as you want to go back to the end of the chat, you just click at the bottom, jump to present. Super easy to navigate. And we do that for a lot of our channels. If there's anything important that we find in that channel, we will pin those notifications. That way it's an easy way to find them or an easy way to go back. That way you're not scrolling up through chat looking through months of people talking to each other. We do the same thing. We have a Spanish chat as well. That way like-minded individuals can communicate, talk together amongst your peers and share the secrets, share some gossip, or even just their experience or how they're making out for the day or holidays or what they're eating for Thanksgiving. It's a great way to connect. We have our victory videos. This is, say if you're out shopping and you can't believe the haul that you got and you just want to share that out with everybody, what you're going to do is take a video. You definitely don't have to do this, but I go back and watch a lot of these videos. You'll take a video, just upload it to Victory Vids. That way you can share it with us. This is really like my morning cup of coffee. I'll go in Victory Vids. I'll go in Victory Vault. This is going to be all the wins. And you get rewarded. You get points for every Victory video or Victory Vault image that you share with the group. But this is really my cup of coffee in the morning. I love to log into my computer, come to Victory Vault, see what people are scoring for the day. And there's two reasons for this. This will give me my motivation to go out, go shop Walmart, go shop Home Depot, find the deals for myself, as well as you'll start picking up on a trend. If a lot of people are scoring these hyper tough tools, or a lot of people are scoring some of the same item, there's a good chance that might be a global markdown, that those items are discounted in your area, and you should go back and scan those. So I'll probably go back, scan the hyper tough, look for any of the screwdriver sets or any of the tools that are available, as well as toys. That's going to be a common trend. If you're going in the Victory Vault today or yesterday, you're going to see a lot of people scoring a lot of toys because they've been marked down 70% or more. You'll see a lot of penny deals in here, a lot of clothing, Christmas is huge markdowns right now if you haven't been out. But definitely check this out. You'll be able to kind of get a trend of what's on clearance globally, as well as that motivation to get out. We have our Ask Anything channel. This is where you can ask those quick onesie-twosie questions. For an example, I saw you were looking at a vacuum in your TikTok video. What's the UPC of that vacuum so I can search it for myself? Or, hey, I just secured this bundle of toys. What's the best way to offload them? What's the best way to sell them? Do I sell them on eBay? Do I sell them on Facebook Marketplace? Do I wait? Those are great questions for Ask Anything. If the questions get a little bit more complicated, one of our staff members may ask you to open up a chat support, and that's only for your benefit. That way it doesn't get lost in messages between other members, as well as a way to look back at that chat history later on. Submit new deals. This channel is for the members. If you're out shopping, you notice something that hasn't been posted in Deal Soldier yet, you can pop in, submit new deals, share it with everybody. There's a lot of great finds in here that members have shared with other people. A lot of, I want to say, like, one of the JCPenney has the tag sale. A lot of people alert on that, or what they're scoring on the JCPenney tag sale. So if you're out and about and you notice anything that's on clearance that hasn't been marked in Deal Soldier yet, definitely share it with us, because the bigger our community grows, the better we are together, and the more that we all can be successful. All right, run deals. You heard me talk about this before. I said make sure you set up these alerts, and this is why. So you have Keurigs that are 80% off for $23. You can easily sell this for 80, 90 bucks locally. $5.99 on some meat. We have the Sealy Icon Hybrid mattress. I believe it's a $900 mattress selling for 100 bucks in some Costco area. You'll notice a big trend with the run deals. A lot of them are going to be that 90, 95% off. Price errors, $1 camping tents, knives, super cheap TVs. Definitely make sure you have this channel alerted. I want to say last year, I think it was last year, we had members score thousands of dollars of tools for $100, $200, and even half of the tools got canceled and they still shipped them out. A lot of our members got free tools. Crazy tools too, like DeWalt drills, Milwaukee tools. I think Milwaukee was the big one. We got our hot deals. It's going to be a little bit lesser than the run deals. There's definitely a lot of great flips in here, a lot of great personal items in here. Definitely check this channel out at least 1 to 2 times a day, if not more. But if you briefly go through it, you'll kind of get the trend that some items may be more personal, while some items are a great way to flip locally or even on eBay. And then we have base deals. I want to say base deals is mostly for personal, but there's still a lot of items that get caught in between. So definitely check out base deals as well. I like to peruse this at least once a day, see what's going on, at least regular pricing. I do buy a lot from base deals for our family, so it's a huge utilized channel for myself. I know a lot of our other members like it as well. We have store alerts. This is going to be those nationwide store alerts, like JCPenney's having a tag sale, or Hyper Tough is clearance through statewide or all states. Let's see, some more examples. Wicked cheap paper towels marked at all Kroger's for $2.99. Now this is a live session, so if you do have any questions, pop them in chat. I'll try to answer as many as we can. We also have some great staff members in there to help you out. We have our food deals. Say it's lunchtime at work and you're looking for something sweet or something quick to grab. Definitely a great channel to check out. There'll be a lot of buy one, get ones, a lot of free samples, a lot of buy something, get something free. Free 10-piece chicken nuggets with your McDonald's app. This will kind of guide you in the direction of what you want to eat for the day, or it's a great way to save a couple bucks and find something that you didn't even know you wanted. And we have our free stuff. Our free stuff, a lot of this is free donuts, free coffee. We get a lot of free Chipotle, a lot of free Dunkin's coffee coupons. Looks like we had some Sonic drinks recently. Also video games. When video games are free, they'll let you know where to sign up or where to grab them from Steam or Epic Store, or wherever they're marked for free. Definitely a great channel to check out. Nothing beats the price of free. Now, you remember before when I told you to make sure your state was set in your notifications? This is the exact reason right here. We have extreme Walmart hits. We also have an extreme Home Depot hit that we'll cover shortly. We love to call out major stock if it's available in a particular state, or if there's super low clearance in a state, we'll mark that as well. So you'll notice, let's see, I think I cleared them all before I started. But if there was a new alert, you would see, like we saw before, you'd see a 1 or a 2 next to the extreme Walmart hits or the extreme Walmart or Home Depot hits. It'll let you know there's a new notification. That means it's been marked down lower in your state. And you should at least check it out and scan it at the very least. It only takes a quick moment. For an example, this cooler right here, if you lived in one of these states, it looks like you can get it for as low as $50. Coolers were huge last year. My wife and I probably bought 30, 40 coolers, and we sold them all within the first 2 weeks. Everybody loves a great deal on coolers, and if you can get them down for 90% right now and you can offload them for 20% off, people love that. It's a win-win. So say if you're in here and you notice that, say if I was from North Carolina and there was stock in North Carolina, all you have to do, click right below the image. That'll take you right to the cooler listing, and you can click search now. And this is a great way to show you exactly what it looks like when you search. Is my bar cut off at the side? Let me move that over. Let's see, can you see my bar now? Sorry about that. You'll see at the top, I got this little radio icon. This icon right here lets you know that we've searched an item. It'll let you know the results. So this is the same with Home Depot, Target, Lowe's. Anytime you're doing these manual one-click button searches, they're all going to show up in the Dispatch by Deal Soldier, this little radio icon, and they're going to have a very similar theme. They're all going to have a clickable link at the top. This will take you to the Home Depot, Walmart, Target listing of that item. So if I click this link right here, it'll take me to the cooler listing on Walmart.com. And then as well as it'll show you all the prices in your stores, and as well as the lowest price marked with a fire symbol. So I'm looking here, 89 bucks. It shows you the on the sales floor. It shows you the back room as well as the aisle number if it's available. Yeah, I love coolers. Coolers are definitely a great flip as well as camping items. Let's see, fire icon. That's going to tell me that's the lowest price in that 50-mile radius. So if I went to Coventry, Rhode Island, I can pick up this cooler for $50. And I think if we go back to the listing, I want to say they were selling for 120 bucks. Let's see, let's go back to Extreme Walmart Hits. Yeah, right here, some examples. $160, $140, $94. I buy this for 50 bucks. I can double, triple my money, no problem. And you wait till spring, and people will buy it definitely quicker. You don't have to worry about eBay. You can just sell it all locally. We'll go into our Walmart clearance, and I'll talk more about that radio icon and what we're seeing there. But so our Walmart clearance, this right here is going to be any lead that we provide that is available for Walmart. So this will combine all the sub-channels that we have that I'll go over in a moment, but this will be all of our leads in one. As soon as you enter this channel, if you haven't already in your onboarding, I know a lot of you have, you're going to click the zip code. You're going to set your zip code. You're going to see my current zip code is already set 01527. But what I could do is I can change the zip code as many times as I want. So say my zip code right now is 01527 and I'm visiting my in-laws in another state or another town. I can put their zip code in here and search that area. That way I can pick up some inventory on my way home. Making a profit. You see the in-laws, and for the hassle of seeing your in-laws, you come back and you bring some inventory home. So now that my zip code is set, it's as simple as clicking this one-click search. Search now. You'll get the radio icon. It lets you know that there's a new search. And then within a few moments, let's take a look. Within a few moments, you're going to see your search results. You're going to see, just like before, the clickable link that takes you to Walmart.com, the fire icon that lets you know that it's the cheapest price in that 50-mile radius. So every time you click that search now, we're searching every single Walmart, Home Depot, Target, within that 50 miles that has stock available. So if we look, I see a handful of stores. This is going to be every store that has this bike in stock right now. As well as I can see the current store price, how many's on the sales floor. So this is if you went to the store, this would be out on the floor for you to grab and check out. Let's see if I can make this even bigger for you. Let me know if that looks a little bit better for you. Yeah, so this will be the stock on the floor. And then we have our back room. So do not be afraid of backroom stock. I love backroom stock because that means nobody's able to just go to the store and find it. They may need to ask for help. If there's backroom stock, you can just be super polite to any employee. Typically, I go in the electronics or wherever that stock room is, the two doors in the back. I'll ask an employee, I say, hey, I noticed you had 2 of these in stock. Do you mind checking for me? It doesn't look like I can find them on the floor. I have the UPC or the barcode if you want to scan that. And typically they'll take out their tablet, they'll bring up their Ask Sam app, they'll ask you for the UPC number, or even better, they'll scan this barcode if you pull it up for them. Scan it with it. Oh, it does look like we have 2. Are you sure it's not on the floor? And you go, yeah, I checked the floor. Do you mind just checking on the back, see if somebody moved it back there? Or do you mind just checking on the back just in case it was misplaced? And 95% of the time, the employees will help you. If they don't help you, you don't be rude to them. Just thank them for their time and move on. Ask another employee. Maybe they were having a bad day, or there's a good chance you're going to be coming back to this store, especially if it's in your area for other clearance. So you really don't want to burn any of those bridges. Let's go real quick. So the MSRP is what the suggested retail value is. The lowest is going to be what we saw in that 50-mile radius. So this will be the lowest to your area. So we may see it even lower in other areas, but this will be the lowest in your area, as well as the zip code search that you checked. We'll give you an interactive map, and I'll show you a little bit better on the last one right here. So you'll see a map of all the current prices, And then anything highlighted in red will be that lowest price. So as we searched before, the $50 was the lowest price. You can kind of get a visual idea of where that is in your state, or just in case it's a town you haven't heard of, or you're visiting in-laws in a new area, you kind of know where that is. And then when you're all done looking at these results, you can go back, return to lead. You're just going to click this, and it'll take you right back to your last search, so you can go down and check the next item. Now, the one tip I want to give everybody is all Walmart markdown clearance at different times. So like my Walmart is probably about 2-3 weeks behind right now. Sometimes occasionally it'll be 3-4 weeks behind from when Deal Soldier alerts on it. That's no problem. You're just going to go back a little bit older, start searching a little bit older. A lot of the older deals that we have are still great deals. They were just marked there because that's the first time we saw them discounted. Now another tip, let's see. I'll pull this back into Windows so you can see it. Right at the top, you can actually sort by date. So say if I wanted to look, of course I'm drawing a blank on the date. More filters, dates. It's right here. Add a date. So say if I wanted to look before, and I'm going to go back in December, and we're going to go that 3-4 weeks behind as I was saying. I'm just going to go back to the 14th. Apply filter. What this will do is this will take you to the listings. Sorry, I should have did. In Walmart clearance. So I'm just going to do the Walmart clearance before that date. So if I click this jump, this will actually take me back in that December. And now I can start searching the older deals a month back or 4 weeks back because I noticed that trend in my area. So what you'll do is if you're new to Deal Soldier, you're not sure of that trend, just start at the newest deal and work your way up. And probably work back, I would say at least 4 weeks, if not more, especially if you're new. And you'll start seeing a pattern of when your stores start marking down in your area. Let's see if there's any of these tables, just in case. So it looks like these tables actually just started getting marked down in my area. So as I mentioned, this is 4 weeks back. They're usually $69. It looks like Walmart has been charging over MSRP. No problem. I see $71. Go a little bit further down. I could pick it up for $18. It looks like there's just one on the floor. But with this one store clearancing, that means the other stores may follow shortly after. All right, let's go back to our leads. Now, what's awesome about Walmart is we also broke that into subcategories. So if you're looking for a home item, kitchen, baby, we broke into the subcategories. So say, hey, my sister just had a baby and I'm looking for baby items for them. It's as simple as just clicking baby, starting at the bottom. We'll go to the bottom. Click search now. You'll get graded just like before, that familiar radio icon. And you can run a few of them. So as soon as you get a couple alerts in there, go back up to a newer one. Check the high chair. Now let's check a stroller too, just in case. What's great about Deal Soldier is we give you unlimited searches. Search away. Search all night. Especially if you're new and you're on that trial, get full utilization of that trial. We don't limit you on your trial. Use everything to its fullest. See the true value. If you get stuck, we have a full staff just for you. All right, let's go back, check. So real quick, I see $59. That is a great find for a high car seat. I don't know if this is just typically a lower car seat, but that looks like to be the lowest price. Let's see, we search the high chair. I see $100, but $50, so half off already. That's going to be the lowest price on that. I may mark this for later and see and wait until it goes down to $20. Return to leads. So now that we went over the Walmart clearance, this will be everything. We went over the sub-channels. We have our Walmart Flips channel. This is going to be the hot items. You'll notice a lot of this definitely during seasonal items. This will be Christmas items that were hot, or what's going to happen is you're going to buy it at retail price. There's high demand, low volume, or low, not a ton of stock on the item. So high demand, low stock. You buy it for retail price, you're going to flip it for a profit, either at eBay, Mercari, locally on Facebook Marketplace. I made a lot of money Halloween, selling Halloween items. But this will show you what you should pay for it, the amount it's going for, and we give you real live examples of it selling at that price as well. So for an example, this McFarlane toy, you find it in store for $34. Especially if you're going to the store anyway and you're going to be looking at stock, you might as well just check the toy aisle, see if any of these are on the shelf. So you buy it for $34, you flip it on eBay for $60 to $70, and we'll give you real live examples of that. Or if you want to see for yourself, You can click below where it said sold, and this will give you examples of those items sold. All right, we got our Home Depot extreme hits, just like Walmart. If we notice a high stock of an item or super low price of an item, we'll call this out, especially if your state has one available. So if you see a 1 or 2 next to it at the bottom, make sure you check that out and make sure you go to the item. So I'm not seeing my state in here, but just in case, I'm going to click below the item, click search now, and I'll look for any of the soldering items just in case that they started becoming cheaper later on. Now I'm greeted, and it looks like it's $100. I have a store that has it for $10. It looks like it's out of stock, no big deal. That just means the other stores may follow suit later on. Oh yeah, definitely. Exactly what 1130 Collective said. The sooner that you find an item, the sooner you list it, the better off it'll be. Sometimes it might just be as they are printing new items, making new items, the demand will get less and less, or that hot buzz will start going away. You want to get those items as quick as possible and list them as quick as possible to make the top profit. Did I say 6'7"? Oh, I might have. Man, I got a kid in school. 6'7". I'm kidding. Let's go back. We have our Lowe's. Sorry, Home Depot. We just went over the extreme hits. So Lowe's, just like just like Walmart, we listed out very similar. So it's gonna be all the Home Depot items. We split it amongst 2 channels because there's that many leads. You're just gonna hop in the channel, find the items you're looking for, click search now. Everything is gonna be super familiar. We made this as easy to use as possible, where you just click that one button. Going to Lowe's, very similar to Walmart and Home Depot. You're going to notice a common trend. Everything looks the same. It's all unified. You hop in the Lowe's channel, find the item you're looking for. These pool robots, these sold well last year. Click search now. Get alerted on it right away. Everything's going to be familiar. So here's the Home Depot item that I searched. You got the clickable link that takes you to the HomeDepot.com. You got the 50-mile radius search. We got one fire icon, $87. 87 versus 598 is a big difference. Too bad they don't have any in stock. Let's see. That's the only one that I saw there. We got a pool robot. It looks like none of my Walmart keeps it in stock. My Walmart's pretty good about selling all the spring, summer stuff very quickly. I want to say they're out of stock before halfway through the summer. I live in a more colder region. If you're central or southern, you're going to see more of these on stock, especially the seasonal pool items. Head back to our listings. But yeah, Lowe's is going to be very similar. You'll notice that Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, they all have different times of when we alert, when they get marked down in your area. So keep a trend. Like I said, my Walmart's about 3 to 4 weeks. I want to say my Home Depot may be about a week or 2. It's not even that far behind. And then Lowe's is pretty instant for me. We got our Target. So our Target clearance, you're going to notice similar look. Set your zip code. My zip code's already set. I'm just going to click search now. So Target's going to be a little bit different on one aspect, and I'll show you right here. So we're waiting for that to come back in. Here we go. So I searched that Target item. I get the clickable Target.com link. What you're going to notice in Target is we're not able to see any prices. Unfortunately, there is no way to see the Target prices right now without opening up a chat support with Target.com or calling the store. But the one way we did start noticing a trend, how we can see potential clearance in that store, especially if we're seeing inventory. So for stock, potential clearance, there's a high chance that this item is the price that we're seeing right here. So it could be as low as $8. There's a high chance because I'm seeing that potential clearance that this is marked down. It could be as low as the $8. There's only 2 ways to really know: is calling the store, heading to the store, or opening up a support tick or a chat.com. A Target.com chat support and ask them, saying, hey, I have this item, provide this TCIN number. I'm looking to see if there's any in stock in my area. Give them your zip code and just say, typically they'll come back. You don't even have to ask them for the lowest price. They'll say, oh yeah, there was one in stock in your area and it's $9.99. That's one way to go around that. And we have our Target flips, very similar to the Walmart flips. You're going to buy at the retail value. You're going to sell at the resale value, and then, as always, we give you examples. So if you're heading to Target, you're heading to Walmart anyway, definitely check out the Target flips. Or if you're heading to Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, it's going to be very similar to those flip channels where you're going to buy at the retail and resell at the resale value. We'll call out the store. So for example, these shoes right here, If you find them at Ross for $24.99, you're able to sell them as high as $100, and we'll show you examples of that as well. I know I wouldn't be mad if I paid $24.99 and sold them for $50, never mind $70 or $100. So if you're heading to the stores anyway, why not check out these channels and see if you can pick up some of the high demand items as well. We have our other stores. This is going to be like the Dollar Tree, Best Buy. What else? We got Cracker Barrel, I think it posts a lot in here, especially around the holidays. Hallmark. We'll let you know the stores that they're located, the retail value and the resale value. So you'll kind of get the idea of what those buzz items are and what to keep your eyes open for when you go out. Now we have our loot locator. This is if you're going to be running manual scans on an item. They're all going to follow this very similar scheme, and you can click right at the top. The pinned messages will let you know how to run the manual searches. I'll just quickly show you real quick. You're just going to put exclamation point snipe. So that's going to trigger the Discord tool or the Deal Soldier tool. You're going to put the store that you're looking to search. So I'm looking to search, say, Home Depot. And then at the end, you're just going to put the SKU. So if I had a SKU right here, so if you're looking for a particular item, put the SKU after it. As long as your zip code's set and you submit this, it'll give you the ad hoc search. So say if you're just looking for a particular item, or you're looking for something for your house and it's not in stock at a store, or you're curious if it's different prices at other stores, this is a great way to do that. We make it even easier with Turbo Search, and I'll show you real quick how Turbo Search is. It's awesome. We have our Amazon deals. This is going to be that, we broke it down into quite a few channels, so 90 to 100, 80 to 90, 70 to 80, so pretty self-explanatory. If you enter the 90 to 100, this will be all Amazon deals that are 90% off or better, and we'll show you the original price, the current price, and if there's any coupons attached to it. The one thing to note, Amazon loves to overinflate the price. The sellers of Amazon love to say their item is worth $1,000 when it's really worth 100, and it's on sale for 90%. So just keep an eye on that. But the one thing you have going for you is Amazon has a great cancellation policy as well as a return policy. So if you think it's a great deal and you buy it and you realize it's not as great as it seemed, it is okay. You have an hour to cancel the item without even hitting the payment processor. So before the money even comes out of your account, you have that hour. And then say if you do purchase it, it gets shipped to your house. They have a great return policy. If it's an Amazon.com item, you can just return it to Kohl's or return it for a full refund. And then we also broke out the Walmart channels, the 70 to 100. These are going to be the Walmart.com items. They're going to be 70 to 100% off. The Target.com, 70 to 100, and Woot.com, 70 to 100. This is going to be online deals. Woot.com is an extension of Amazon. It's where they offload a bunch. If they have bulk inventory to sell off, they'll put a bunch of it on Woot.com. Some other great ways to make money, especially if you're new here. Webinars. Webinars is typically like a 30 to 60 minute presentation of a sales product, and then typically they reward you for watching it. $25 Amazon card. Sometimes they'll give you tumblers, they'll give you gift cards, Dunkin' Donuts cards. Another great one is going to be focus groups. Super easy to enter. So say if there's a focus group that you're interested in, it's usually 30 to 60 to 90 minutes, but the pay is typically good. It was 90 minutes for $300 if you're talking about finances in the New York City. Delivery driver. So if you're a delivery driver and you do DoorDash, you do Grubhub, or you do any of the delivery services, this is probably a great session for you. 2 hours of your time pays $175. And it's typically like a Zoom call. So it's a one-on-one Zoom call, or sometimes they'll put you on a Zoom call with a group of members. You hop in there, you talk for 90 minutes, and within a week or so, they'll send you either Venmo, PayPal, or a check in the mail. For our sneakerheads, if you're into flipping sneakers, you want the hottest trends, we have our sneaker raffles. If you're new to sneakers, you don't know much about them. Sneakers have been hot for quite a few years now. The demand has been so high that they make you enter a raffle for a chance to even purchase it. So for the chance to purchase, say this shoe right here, you have to enter the raffle, and then only if you win that raffle, you'll have a chance to purchase that shoe. And this will be for a lot of the high demand shoes. What's great about sneakers is if it's a high demand shoe, they flip very quickly. So you buy the shoe for $200 and you sell it later on for $300, $400. Online finds, this is going to be any hot online demand item. For an example, this Five Nights at Freddy, I believe was $20 when it was released, selling for 2 to 4 times the amount on eBay. And you'll notice this is going to be a lot of those, I think, Disney.com does a lot of pins, a lot of Funkos. Yep, here we go. Disney.com pin right there. We got a lot of Lego sets. The Stranger Things was hot this last week. Vinyl records have been hot. A lot of vinyl records have been going for crazy money. This very similar to the flips. You're gonna buy it for retail price and resell it for that 160 or 2, 3, 4, sometimes 6, 10 times the amount. I love checking out this channel. I love getting alerted on this channel because there's only 1 or 2 that get alerted a day. Keeps you updated on the latest trends. And then for our Pokemon lovers, I believe now League of Legends is releasing it as well. Our card finders, our top cards. This is the channel for you. This will let you know about upcoming releases, where to purchase those releases, how much they're going to be. Especially Pokemon. Pokemon's been hard to get your hands on. If you have kids asking for Pokemon, you'll have one step up among other people. Now, do we have any questions before I go into Turbo Search? Let's see, pull this up. I know I'm hitting you with a lot. This is recorded if you want to go back, check it, or like I said, you're never alone. Open that chat support ticket with us. We'd love to help you out. There's no dumb questions. You could ask me the same question 100 times. I don't think I would care. I don't think it would bother me at all. I want to make sure you understand how to utilize everything, or if you're on that trial, or if you're finding this video before you even join Deal Soldier, I want to make sure you understand everything. And you can use us to the full potential. There's a lot of great ways for personal buyers or great ways to make a lot of money. So Turbo Search, very simple. You're just going to go to turbosearch.com. You'll be greeted with this login that you're seeing right here. I'm going to click login. This will log in with the same username and password that you use for the Deal Soldier group in Discord. So I'm going to authorize myself. Now that I'm authorized, within a few moments, I'm going to get my dashboard. You'll notice a lot of great things here. This is going to be, so real quick at the top, we're looking at deals. We have our favorites, our hidden items, and I'm looking at Walmart. So right now I'm looking at deals at Walmart. This will give you, just like we saw before in the Walmart channel, this will give you all the Walmart deals broken out by pages. That way you're able, remember this car seat that we scanned earlier? A lot of these are going to look very familiar to what we're seeing, because what we noticed is, a lot of people were looking for a fast way to access this on their phone. This is great on the phone. This is great on the computer. It's great on any connected device. And if you're on the phone, you can actually set up a shortcut. So if you don't have a shortcut on your phone to make it look like an app, reach out to one of us. We would love to help you out and set this up as a shortcut on your phone. Super simple. It's 3 clicks. And you'll have this at your fingertips. Now, I'll show you why you want this at your fingertips. It has a lot of power backed in. Where we can see the regular deals. So you're at work browsing on your phone, you want to start scanning, creating that hit list of items that you're going to buy on your way home. You just click search now. As long as your zip code's already set, you're already searching that zip code. You don't have to re-enter that in. Within a few moments, you'll see at the bottom my results are ready. And I can get a list of all the 50-mile radius, just as before, all the prices of those stores. If I have a favorite store, you'll notice that it'll have a star next to it highlighted, as well as the lowest price will be first, or you can sort this by distance as well. So it looks like Where, not too far from me, has this in stock, one on the floor for $62. Or if I hate clearance deals, I can go to one of these other stores and pay full price at $278. Now what I can do is I can take this, add it to a trip. Let's create a new trip for today. So I'll call this 17. Create an ad, and this will add it to a folder. That way I can kind of start creating a hit list of items I can go back to reference to see if what route I want to go or what store I want to visit that has the most that I found. So now that that's marked on my trip, I'm just going to go back, hit the next item, and I can keep searching, just like we were searching in the Deal Soldier group in Discord. What's great about this is we also have Home Depot. Just like before, we can switch between them. We can switch Home Depot, do the same thing. Lowe's, do the same thing. And this is all on your phone, all on your computer, any internet connected device. And this works amazing on your phone. It's very quick. Now we have our hot deals. This is going to be what we've been seeing that the members have been finding at a high discount. So this will be all the hot deals that we're seeing. So I'm marked at Lowe's right now. Let's go back to Walmart. I highly recommend, at least daily, you hop into hot deals and scan the 10 items right here. Just scan, see if they're clearanced out in your area. If they're marked on hot deals, there's a good chance that these are global throughout all Walmart. We have our trips. You saw me entering a trip before for 1.7. You'll notice any items that I was looking for this chair. When I add it to that trip, say if I added 15 items, it'll break it down by items per store, and it'll break it down a total. So say if I had 15 items in here broken out in 4 stores, I can see which store has the most value, and then I can go and create a route based on that store. Or I can come back, if I'm in the store, I can reference this to know what I'm looking for. We have our results. What you'll notice is we scanned the chair earlier, but if you remember, I scanned the high chair, I scanned the car seat. This is going to be all the results that you've scanned, and the history is on that result. So you'll see that my lowest price is $59 on that car seat, and you can pull that up just by clicking it. My lowest price on the table was $18. This is going to be the same thing that you scanned in Deal Soldier Group and Discord, as well as whatever you scan in the Turbo Search app. This will give you the power, so if you want to reference, you're in the store, you want a quick guide on what you were looking for, you can go ahead and reference your results page in Turbo Search. Now it's new, especially if you've been a member for over 7 days, you left us a review, you get access to local AI. This is a new beta feature that we're experiencing, that we're trialing out to our members. We've gotten a lot of great feedback on this. What this does is this allows you to set 10 Walmart within your area, and you can get an export of all clearance items in a particular Walmart. So instead of doing the search like we were doing, and I still highly recommend doing the search, but instead of doing the search, I can pick my closest Walmart and see all items that are on sale at my closest store while I'm shopping. Super easy. As long as you left a review, this will be unlocked after that 7-day period. And you'll be able to set up your 10 stores and get a export of the list of those stores. Now let's go back into my favorite feature at the bottom right. This scan barcode. Now because I'm at the computer and I'm using my webcam for myself right here, you won't see the barcodes pulling up, but say if you're out at the store and you have your phone, you can click this icon at the bottom. This will pull up a scanning window for you to scan all QR codes, all barcodes, and this is what really changed the game. So you pull out your phone, you open up this Turbo Search, you open up the camera, and you scan a barcode. This will let you know of any item. So you're in the store, you're looking at toys, you want to know if this toy is cheaper somewhere else. You scan that barcode on the back of that toy, it'll pull up a 50-mile radius of that toy and let you know the cheapest price as well as the stock levels at every Walmart. It's like having a coupon book in your back pocket. This has saved me a lot of time and a lot of money while I've been at the store, and I recommend everybody uses this if you haven't started already. Create that shortcut on your home desktop. If you don't know what I'm talking about, reach out and chat. Open up a chat support. We'll help you get that set up. Everybody should have this. And let me show you real quick. Let's hide this. Go into Discord, Deal Soldier Group, Turbo Search. So what I was showing you right there is this right here. So it's the barcode scanner. After I open up that barcode, it does QR codes, it does barcodes, it does Home Depot, it does Walmart. You're able to pull up that item and find it very quickly. Hopefully I answered a lot of your questions today. I didn't jam-pack you with information. If you have any questions later on, or if you have any questions right now, pop them in chat. Now that we're closing out, and if you, say, start utilizing Deal Soldier, and you get stuck somewhere or you have a question, make sure to open up this live chat. I want to help you. We're fully staffed. All of our staff members want to help you. There's no dumb questions. There's no hostility in our group. Everybody's out to help each other. I can tell you in this chat room, I've made a lot more connections with other members because we all think alike. We're looking for those clearance deals. We already have something in common. If you're new or if you've been in Deal Soldier for a while and you haven't stopped in chat, pop in here. Just say hey, or just say how your day's going, or what you're looking for. You'll notice a lot of people are super friendly and they're always there to help. I thank everybody for spending the time with me. I know it's been a long 45 minutes. Like I said, if you have any questions, open in chat, and I hope happy hunting. Thanks, everybody. You have a good day.